This week, I was talking with Dr. Doug Brackmann, the author of Driven, um, Understanding and Harnessing Your Genetic Gifts. And man, was that a great conversation. We were talking about his book and describing what a driven person is. And I'm starting to believe that I'm a driven person with ADHD. And I just want to go over a few points here. I thought it was very fantastic. Just to recap here, like driven people are highly adaptable to chaos and changes. We thrive on that. We need that. And if we don't have it, then it's almost as if we're afraid of the calm. And I thought that was a nice little twist on it, that I always thought I was an idiot or a loser, that, I couldn't be safe. I couldn't enjoy life, it seemed. I was always looking for something, a little bit of the traumatic past, from the past, but it's just in me. It was felt like it was a body thing, not just a head thing. And this really got me, is once you are safe, the dopamine level drops and it causes fear in us. So I really liked this. And being comfortable and safe is not comfortable. It's scary. And just like his analogy of, we are rabbits wired for a world of hawks, living in a peaceful valley with no hawks. We're always seen to be ready for action, always ready for the next threat. Like it seems like the body needs chaos or unrest or things to change. And that's affecting our dopamine levels. So if we're safe, dopamines go down. Okay. I don't like to be sciencey, but this is the way he explained it, and it made sense. So that's why we're never satisfied, it seems. We always want more. And it's not that we're greedy or selfish. It's just the body needs more, and our mind is not at rest until there is unrest. It's a weird scenario. We're always watching and ready to act. That's why we're great scanners. We see everything. And people accuse us of not focusing or paying attention, or we find stuff that we're not supposed to, but it's just natural. We just walk into a room and all of a sudden, boom, 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 all this stuff is screaming out at us saying, not right, not right, not right. And everyone's going, well, what's going on? Settle down. You got to calm down. So we still have the fear in us that it is not enough. Okay. We need something more. I kind of alluded to that at the beginning. Right. And this is perceived as never satisfied. You never want, I was told, why do you want so much? Are you greedy? You just want more money. It's not that. Now I realize I'm never satisfied. There's always something that can be better. The quote he's got in his book is fantastic. Better has no finish line. While the majority of people is better is just there. There is a finish line. The other thing too, in his book, he was saying, if there's a finish line, we actually can become depressed or we lose interest. Like if there's a finish line, there's an end, and that freaks us out. And sometimes it slows down our growth. So sometimes having a goal with no finish line, meaning something better or it could always be changed, is what we do. And it's misunderstood as we're never satisfied. Guess what? We aren't, but it's not in the sense that most people understand it to be. I'm never satisfied because there's always something that could be better, even on a great, awesome experience, positive experience. Something can always be better. And the green is always, the grass is always greener on the other side of the hill, or there's more game on the other side of the hill. Whatever's here, there could be something else better there. That's why he was saying we are needed in this world, because we're the ones that actually push the limits to see new things and not just be comfortable in the farmer's world and just be happy where we are without thinking. And that's the other thing too, is we're multi-thinkers, and we can think and have multiple things in our mind at once. And since we're able to process that much, we can see things a lot quicker than most and make connections that other people can't, because it's nonlinear, just like the ADHD brain. Now, the other thing too, he actually explained in his book, and I think this is one thing we didn't talk about this with him, but something you need to realize. You have to be careful, because our focus on the future prevents us from being in the present. And I'll tell you one thing, when I'm not in the present, that's when we get into trouble. or like we'll talk about later in another episode with him, is about the bandwidth, the elephant and the monkey. Being present is the only place that is safe. The future is not safe. The past is not safe. The present is safe. And with that, if we're too much focusing on the future and not the now, it creates a lot of stress and anxiety that can cause us problems. So I really want to know from you, the listeners, what you thought of this, the discussion with Doug this week. It was fantastic. It meant a lot. Like, that book described me to a T. And it's, further support. Like, ADHD is a part of you, not all of you. And, I got my ADHD brain with the driven wiring. It's explained a lot more things in the nuances of together. So please send me an email, André at theimpulsivethinker.com. I would love to hear from you about what your thoughts on this episode. Thank you. Talk to you soon.